Welcome to day 10 of the 30-day challenge. In today's class, we'll be building on yesterday's class a little bit. So we'll be working with our hips and a little bit more hamstrings today, and our strength and some arm balances. So without further ado, let's get started in a comfortable seat. Rest your palms down, close your eyes, sit tall, relax your shoulders. Just begin to notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling today, where you're at. And find a space or a sense of acceptance for however you are in this moment, knowing that it always changes, every day is different. And let's take a full breath in. An open mouth exhale. Get rid of any stagnation. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth exhale. Again, inhale. Last one. Let it all go. Close your lips and begin breathing in and out of the nose. Ujjayi breath. Slight restriction on the back of the throat when you exhale for that ocean-like sound. That whisper sound in the back of the throat. Keep breathing that way and blink your eyes open. Make your way into table. Now, turn your hands around so the fingers face your knees. And start to shift front to back just to get a little stretch in the forearms or a big stretch depending on the day. Tuck your toes as well. And then we'll find stillness here. An option to make your way into a plank with your hands in this position. I know it's a little challenging. Listen to your body. And then whether you're in a plank or a tabletop, slowly turn your hands around. Now if you're in table, come into plank and knit the ribs in. Lower your knees to hover off of the ground as you shift back into a floating child's pose. And then come right back into a plank. And again, bring it back, bend the knees, and plank just one more time. Bring it back. Plank, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of the mat for a ragdoll fold. Sway side to side. And release your hands down. And step your feet onto your hands for Padangusthasana. You might have to bend your knees a lot, especially if this is like your first movement of the day. You're feeling a little stiff, that's normal. So bend your knees a lot and step your toes all the way onto your hands. Your backs of your hands are facing the ground, so you're stretching through the wrists. The wrists are flexing. And then come off of the hands. Walk your hands all the way back into plank. From plank, lower down for chaturanga. Hold and come back up to plank. Now come all the way down to the ground. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest up. Come into cobra as high or low as it feels good for you. Lower back down to the ground. Tuck your toes, lift your thighs. Press all the way up to plank. Downward facing dog. Now let's take a few moments in down dog. No effort in the neck. And look forward and start to make your way to the front of the mat, however way you'd like to make your way there. And lift up halfway. Shift your weight into your toes. Then fold forward. Inhale, stand and reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart and your arms down by your sides. Reach the arms up, interlace the hands, and make Kali Mudra so the thumbs and index fingers stay pointed as you interlace the rest of the fingers. Then side bend to the right. Really press into your left foot and continue to go up and over. And come back up to center, inhale. Exhale, side bend left. On your next inhale, back up to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach your arms up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Arms down by your side, stand tall, Tadasana. Utkatasana, chair. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. And hold. Lower down halfway for Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Lift your right leg up, slowly up to the sky, all the way up. Good. And bring your right knee all the way to your right upper arm. Bring it as high up as you possibly can. Try to touch. And then slowly bring it back to three-legged dog. Step your foot between your hands. And rise up to warrior one. Your back heel comes down, just like we did yesterday. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, hands to the ground. Step back to one-legged plank. Bend your right knee, roll over the left side body. Come into wild thing. Right toes behind you. Right arm up. Three-legged plank. Set your right toes down onto the ground for plank. Lower down halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee all the way to left upper arm. As high as you can, touch, hold, breathe. Lift it higher. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Put your back heel down. Rise up to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Three-legged plank, so left leg stays lifted. Bend the knee so the toes point up. Roll over the right side. Left arm up, left foot down. Bring it back to three-legged plank. Set your left toes down for plank. And again, Chaturanga, really slow it down. Lower down halfway, hold. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Look forward. Step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Palms face each other. And stand all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart and arms down by your sides. Slow the breath. Stand here in Tadasana for one more breath. And reach your arms up. Lift your heels up. Now come into chair pose with your heels lifted. So you're bending your knees, sitting back, sitting low. Hold 3, 2, get a little lower. 1, forward fold, hands down. Lift up halfway. Come up onto your fingertips and then stay there. And take your left leg straight back behind you into warrior 3. Draw the right hip back. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Good. And step all the way back, this time to high lunge. Put your left toes down. Reach your arms up. Reach your right arm back behind you as you twist. Now set your left hand down onto the ground, your right arm up. Firm up your back thigh a lot. So straighten the left leg so it's as straight as a dragonfly's tail. And then roll onto the outer edges of your feet and step back into side plank, right foot on top of left foot. Now can you lift your right leg up? And then come into one-legged, three-legged plank. Keep your right leg lifted. Three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand for lizard. Set your back knee down. Either put your right hand on the inside of your right thigh or reach it up. Untuck your back toes. Option for quad stretch. Grab your foot or not. Find your ujjayi breath like we mentioned at the beginning. Release your foot down if you have it. Bring your hands down and lift your back knee up. Now, bring your right shoulder underneath your right knee and slide your right foot forward, right arm out to the right, left arm to the left. So you're up on your fingertips and your arms are basically out wide like wings and your right shoulder is under your right knee. Firm up your back thigh. Now you might stay here. You might experiment with lifting your arms up and floating the arms. Or if you want to try Ekapada Kundanyasana like we did yesterday, you'll plant your hands down on the ground. Your right hand is right behind your right heel. Start to slide your right foot out and forward. Bend your elbows like chaturanga. Lean your weight forward and lift your back leg up. And then make your way back to chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Full breath in. Breath out. Feet together. And lift your left leg up. Actually, bring your left foot down. I was wrong. We're starting at the front of the mat, so look forward. Step or hop forward. Lift up halfway. And fold. And again, lift up halfway. Stay on your fingertips. And lift your right leg straight back. Warrior three. Bring your hands to your heart, knit your ribs in. And slowly step back to high lunge. Arms up. Left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Put your right hand down and left arm up. And roll onto the outer edges of both feet. Step your left foot on top of your right foot for side plank, Vashisthasana. Lift your left leg up. Three-legged plank, left hand down. Keep your left leg up. Three-legged dog, left leg all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your left hand, lizard. Put your back knee down, untuck your toes. Left hand pushes into outer left thigh gently, or left arm reaches up, or quad stretch. And bring your hands back down, lift your back knee, slide your left shoulder underneath your left knee. Slide your hands out to the sides. First, start there. Squeeze everything in by engaging your back thigh and kind of hugging your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Either stay there or play with lifting your hands, or plant your hands down with your left hand right behind your left heel. Start to slide your left heel and left foot forward. Bend your elbows, look forward, shift everything onto your arms. Lift your back leg. And then if you can, back to chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Lift your right leg up. And step your right foot between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips and straighten out your right leg. Lift the bottom of the right foot up if that feels good. Lengthen the spine and fold over your right leg. Again, lengthen and fold. Draw the right hip back a little bit more. Good, then plant down through your left hand and reach your right arm up. Okay. Make sure your legs are pretty wide. Your left leg is pretty far back for this because we're coming into Vashisthasana. We're coming into side plank. So roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Keep your right leg straight as you swing it back behind and lift it up, and then tree with your right leg, right foot on top of the inner left thigh. Right arm up, right arm over your ear. Come into tree plank. Hold. Maybe a little chaturanga, and then come back up to tree plank. Extend your right leg straight back, put the foot down, and downward facing dog. Let's go other side. Lift the left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Then straighten out your left leg and lift the bottom of the foot up if it feels good. Lengthen and fold. Lengthen. Fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the left hip back. Plant your right hand down. Reach your left arm up. Come into your side plank. Maybe you keep your left leg lifted, maybe not. And then tree. Left foot on top of right inner thigh. Left arm over your ear. Tree plank. So keep tree. You want your hands hold. Either stay or bend your elbows a little. Come back up. Bring your feet back. Plank. Downward facing dog. Set your knees down. Child's pose with your arms by your sides. Rest your forehead down. And slowly rise up. Let's stretch out those hips. That was a pretty strong class so far. Let's sit on down and take your legs into Sukhasana. Or we can do fire log like we did. I think we did this the other day. Maybe, maybe not. But just cross your legs on top of each other. So Sukhasana is just crisscross applesauce, but a little bit wider than that. You don't want the legs really on top of each other. So one in front of the other. Or you can stack your legs on top of each other. Make two logs. And then you can fold forward from there. Either one you choose, you're going to get a great hip stretch. Rise on up. We'll switch the cross of the legs. It's the other leg on top or other leg in front. Sit tall. Maybe even just sitting upright feels good enough for you. Or you can go down. Walk your hands out in front of you. Relax your head. Slowly rise up. And take your legs straight out. Sit tall and reach forward. Grab onto your feet and lengthen your spine. Fold, slight bend of the knees. Paschimottanasana. Make this a little bit more restorative, where you're not like reaching and engaging as much as you possibly can, but there's a feeling of ease. Slowly roll up. Cross your legs or come to any comfortable position. That's it for today's practice. 20 minutes flies by when you're having fun. Tomorrow we'll focus on a little bit more stretching and surrendering. So it will still be strong, but we will stretch it out because these last 2 days were definitely on the more challenging side. So let's bring the palms together to end our practice, and we'll bow together in gratitude for this practice.